Hello everyone, my name is Alisha. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing about New Zealand nursing, how you can work in New Zealand as a registered nurse. And to discuss this topic, I have a very special guest all the way from New Zealand. So he's a nursing YouTuber in New Zealand. Here I welcome Gaurav. Hi Gaurav, how are you?
Hi, Alisha. Thank you so much for introducing me and give me this opportunity to share my opinion on your YouTube channel. I would really thankful to you for giving me this opportunity, and I would love to share my journey with you guys.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for your valuable time. And we will try to keep this video as clear, short, and still we will try to cover each and everything. So, recently, New Zealand has changed their recruitment process. So, in this video, we'll try to cover the new process. And if you want to know the detailed process and detailed thing, I would leave the link of Gaurav's YouTube channel in the description. You can visit his channel. He has a really nice, detailed video with English subtitles, so you can watch his videos as well. So before any further ado, let's start. I would request Gaurav to give little bit introduction about himself.
As you know, my name is Ghosh as well. I'm a registered nurse in New Zealand, and I have been working here from the last 6.5 months. And I recently moved to New Zealand, so my all my knowledge is quite fresh. So I can share all my experiences with you, so that a lot of your viewers, whatever their questions, so all those questions will be answered in this video. And we are trying, as you already said, that we are trying to give a clear cut picture to your audience. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you, Gaurav. So we'll start with, if somebody, a registered nurse, wants to come to New Zealand as a registered nurse, what is the qualification? Diploma, degree, master's. So what is the qualification for New Zealand?
Actually, Alisha, here there is a thing that some of the people earlier have this GNM diploma and they are registered nurses over here. But recently, New Zealand Nursing Council have changed the rule, and from now onwards, like whoever have the BSc degree, that is a bachelor degree, whether you have done your bachelor from India, Nepal, Pakistan, from whichever the place you have done your bachelor's. So bachelor is the mandatory thing. In order to get register yourself, you need to have a bachelor degree, and along with it you need to have 1800 hours of experience. So if I talk about India, your 1800 hours of experience will be completed in just 1 year. So if I say to you that a bachelor degree and 1 year experience is mandatory thing in order to get your
Mhm.
New Zealand nursing registration. And another thing which I want to add over here, as you asked me about the GNM diploma. So GNM diploma holders can work here as an enrolled nurse, not as a registered nurse, because some of the people are saying like GNM can't apply. GNM can also apply, but the thing is they won't be able to work over here as a registered nurse, and they can only work over here as an enrolled nurse.
So, talking about enrolled nurse and registered nurse, what will be the difference? Salary difference and roles and responsibilities.
Yeah, that's a very, very good question actually. And roles and responsibilities are entirely different. Like, if I explained in a simple way, so in India we have ANM and GNM, right? So the difference between ANM and GNM roles is same like over here, enrolled nurse and registered nurses. So if you are able to distinguish between the ANM and GNM, then you will easily understand what's the difference between enrolled nurse and registered nurse, right? So the scope of practice of enrolled nurse is quite lesser as compared to the registered nurse. Along with it, the salary of enrolled nurse is lesser if we compare it with the registered nurse also. So the good thing is over here that both of these, both enrolled nurse as well as registered nurse, are considered, are in the green list. So both will get the PR straight away once they get registration, and once they have any job offer from any particular employee XYZ. They have like they have a job offer, they can straight away apply for the residency, and they don't have to wait for like X number of years in order to get the residency. In New Zealand, they will straight away get the residency.
Okay.
And as you asked me about the salary, so the salary of enrolled nurse is lesser as compared to the registered nurse because they have less responsibilities. So enrolled nurses salary will start at around $32 per hour, and it will goes up to $40 per hour. So it's entirely depends on the experience they have.
And what about the registered nurse?
Registered nurses, their salary will start from $38.13, and their salary will go up to $78.27 per hour.
So just to clarify this to our audience, here when we are talking about dollars, it's New Zealand dollar, isn't it?
Yes, it's New Zealand dollar.
Yes, so it's New Zealand dollar. Just to give a clear-cut picture, you said roles and responsibility of enrolled nurse and registered nurse would be different. So can we say, like you said, A&M and GNM, but I have many subscribers who are not from India and they might not know what is A&M and GNM. So can we just say that if a nurse holding diploma working as enrolled nurse will be responsible for all the patient work except medication and injection, and registered nurse will do only medication and injection, something like that?
Uh, Nowadays, like New Zealand Nursing Council is also working on this. They are trying to change the scope of practice of the enrolled nurses too. So they have already opened the consultation on this, and I think they are soon going to introduce some new roles and responsibilities for the enrolled nurses also. So from now onwards, like whatever they decide, they are going to increase the scope of practice of enrolled nurses. So that's a good thing because enrolled nurses can do a lot more practice if we compare to the registered nurses. So their roles and responsibilities are going up. So that's a good thing.
Okay, okay. And talking about language exam, of course, that's a mandatory requirement. So what is the IELTS or OET score for New Zealand?
Yeah, these exams are quite mandatory, and in order to work in any English speaking country, you have to give this language exam. So probably same exams over there in Ireland and UK also, and the same exam over here in New Zealand. Like either you can choose IELTS. In IELTS, you have to score speaking, listening, reading, seven in all three of them, and in writing you have to score at least 6.5. And if I talk about the OET, then in OET you need B in speaking, listening, reading, and C plus in writing. But the good thing is you can even club your single module, which is not even available in any country of the world. It's like if you got failed in any of the module, you don't have to sit the entire exam. You only need to sit in that particular module. Suppose if you got failed in writing, then you have to give only writing. You don't have to give like reading, listening, the whole exam. You don't have to repeat that exam. That's a good thing. Is it possible in Ireland?
I think that's a very good thing about New Zealand. Even I was not aware. So it's good we are making this video. I think two things are very good. First one is even a person who has just 1 year experience can go to New Zealand. And other thing,
Yes.
if you, for example, failed in one module or even in two module, you can give those modules separately. So that's a very good thing for those who are unable to clear OET or IELTS. So is it like that, for example, if somebody failed in writing and reading, so next time they can write only writing and then after a few months they can write only reading? Is it possible?
It's definitely possible, and it's like you can club your score up to 1 year. So it doesn't matter whether in UK. If you talk about the UK, you have like minimum score foundations. Like if you don't have like 300 the minimum score, then you are not able to club your score. But in New Zealand, you don't need any of the minimum score. Even you got failed in one module, then you know there is no minimum score requirement. The only requirement is you can give as much as exams you want to do in just 1 year. So if you want to do it like this, you can give reading and writing, and if you got failed in any of the modules, then you have to just repeat that particular one module. So that's how this thing's happening.
So I think that's a very good thing. So everybody who is watching this video, share this video to your friend if they are unable to clear their OET or IELTS even after several attempts. So you can give OET and IELTS, and if you are particularly failing in any one module, you just practice that module and give that module. And I hope you'll be able to go to New Zealand because you have 1 year of time frame to finish your OET. So that's a
Yeah.
very good thing, Gaurav. We spoke about language exam and what other than language exam we need to give in our own country to get New Zealand license or to get work permit.
So recently, after 4th of December, New Zealand Nursing Council have entirely changed their way, how they are giving registration to the international qualified nurses like us from India or Nepal. So from now onwards, from 4th of December onwards, they changed the entire system, and now the candidates have to give CBT as well as an OSKI exam. So CBT exam can be given in India, and this OSKI exam you have to come over here and you have to give this OSKI exam in New Zealand. That's the thing. These are the new requirements. Previously, when I came over here in New Zealand, then I have to give a CAP program that's called, if I elaborate it, I think it's a competency assessment program. So in order to get New Zealand nursing registration, I have to go through this CAP program, and it will really cost me around 15 lakh. But now the new process will cost around 2.5 lakh, and candidate can easily become the registered nurse only by spending 2.5 lakh with the perk of having PR in their hands straight away. So new candidates have to go through this CBT and OSCE exam, and they don't have to spend 15 lakh. They only have to spend like 2.5 lakh. That's the thing.
And how much is the CBT exam? What's the cost of
CBT
CBT?
7,000.
So just to clarify, you can give CBT in your own country, which will cost you 7,000 INR, and you can
Yes.
convert it into your own currency. And once you arrive in New Zealand, you need to give OSCE.
It's around 1.5 lakh. It's costly, but I think if we compare it with the Australian OSCE or UK OSCE, it's the same because the as you know OSCE exam is quite costlier.
So
So,
it's
but
1.5 lakh INR.
yes, it's 1.5 lakh
Okay.
INR.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's not that much because if you're coming to Ireland, Ireland's aptitude exam is nearly 2.5 lakh. So we spoke about language exam and CBT you need to give in your own country, and then OSCE you can give once you arrive in New Zealand. So somebody who has cleared OSCE, what will be the next step after OSCE?
So, in order to give the OSCE, the candidate have to come over here on visitor visa, and New Zealand Nursing Council have made such kind of arrangement that they are going to give some orientation program to the candidate, so that the candidate will get the basic idea what are the things they are going to ask in OSCE exam. So the candidate will come over here on visitor visa. Okay, so the OSCE orientation will finish in 2 days, and on the third day they have to give this OSCE exam. And once they are done with the OSCE exam, they have a visitor visa of like 3 months to 6 months. So at that particular time, the candidate can utilize it to search for the job, so to search for an employer. And once they are settled, once they get the job, they can straight away, on the basis of that job offer letter, they can straight away apply for the PR. That's the thing. In the meantime, they will also get their registration from the New Zealand Nursing Council, because things will take some time in order to get the registration. Things will not happen like this. As you know, council will take some time to get you registered with their system.
Okay, so after OSCE, you will get the pin straight away, or you need to apply for the pin, and how much will be the cost to apply for New Zealand pin?
New Zealand nursing registration is not that much costly. It will cost around 25,000 or lesser than that. I don't remember the exact fees, but it will be around 400 something. Oh, yeah, that's the initial fee, and yeah, you will get your registration for 1 year, up to 1 year, and it's mainly depend on your date of birth, because they have a separate system over here that
Hmm.
your registration will renew up to your date of birth according to their system. So the cost is the cost is not that much high, because you are getting your New Zealand nursing registration and that's the main thing, because you already cleared the halfway and you don't have to, you are not going too much worried about this registration, because that's the only destination in your mind as of now.
I'll put
Yeah.
the amounts on screen so you can have a look at the screen. So
Yes.
once somebody finished their OSCE successfully, they can apply for PIN. They will get the PIN. But what if somebody failed in OSCE? What is the other choice
Yes.
for them? What is the other option?
Okay. Okay. Don't worry, council will take care of you. They need nurses, so you don't have to be panic. Okay. Now the thing is, for the CBT, let me come back over here. For the CBT, you have 3 attempts, and for the OSKI, you have 3 attempts. So if you got failed in CBT, you don't have to give entire CBT also. Okay. So CBT have two parts. Like first part is numerical portion, second part is the normal nursing related questions. You don't have to, take any separate classes, or those are just normal nursing questions. So if you got failed in part A, you have to give only part A. If you got failed in part B, you have to give that part only. So that's for the CBT. And for the OSCE, if you failed in any particular station, you don't have to repeat the whole OSCE exam. You just only need to give that particular station, and that's it. There are 10 stations in the OSCE exam. I already make a detailed video on this topic. So if you want to go through this, you can visit my channel. As Alisha already told that I have a YouTube channel. गौरव सेजवाल के नाम से मेरा चैनल है, और आप वहाँ पे जाके देखो, मैंने ओस्की के बारे में पूरी राम कहानी वहाँ पे गाथा गा रखी है। तो आपको वहाँ से बहुत अच्छी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी। दैट्स द थिंग।
That's also a good thing if you compare it to Ireland, because in Ireland you have only two attempts for OSCE. Even in UK you have 14 station. I don't know how many attempts UK is giving, but I'm sure it's two even in UK. So New Zealand is giving you three attempts and they have reduced four station for you.
Yes, yes.
So once somebody clear their OSCE, get their PIN, how difficult it will be to get a job, or is it easy to find a job?
To be honest, we are not talking about impossibilities. I got my job, and I got my job. It's not like I don't face like कि market में jobs है ही नहीं. I even give 5 interviews, and luckily I got cleared all of them. I cleared all of them, and 2 of them are from government sectors, and 3 of them from aged care facilities. So if if I if I get like 5 jobs, so you will get the basic idea whether there are jobs or not. So it's entirely depend on the candidate also, and their experience, and how they communicate, and how they are able to face the interview. So the interview, nowadays, lot of candidates are applying to the New Zealand Nursing Council, and there are a lot of false news spread by some particular community groups. I don't want to name them, but it's just only those community peoples are panicking. But the thing is, as a person with like 4 to 5 years of experience as a nurse, so I can say that interview is not so hard, and getting a job it's not so hard. You can easily get the job. And if I got like five jobs, and I'm not going to do all of the 5 jobs at once, so there are plenty of opportunities for you in the market. But the thing is, you have to work a little bit harder. So the competition is little bit high at the moment. You have to show your true potential in order to get the job.
Okay, yeah. So it's not that difficult. And what would you recommend? What is the easiest way to find a job? Like you can directly apply to employer once you are in New Zealand, or there are agency with whom you can contact and apply.
It's a funny thing. Like in UK you have agencies, in Ireland you have agencies, and in other countries you have agencies. But over here, they are agencies, but they're not going to set up everything for you. So in order to get the jobs in nursing, you have to apply through the right channels, that are Seek, Indeed, or their government panel like Kiwi Health Jobs. So these are the particular platforms where you can easily apply for the job, and you will get one. Don't worry about the jobs. Just focus on your process and your CBT and OSKI. Don't worry about the jobs.
So we have come across long way. So recruitment process, language exam, everything. So talking about salary, let's say if somebody has 2 year experience, what will be the annual salary in New Zealand dollars?
As of now, from this 1st of April 2024, New Zealand Nursing Organization helped us to get more salary. So if we talk about a nurse who have 2 year of experience, she can easily get like $39.27 per hour. Okay. And if we talk about the annual salary, then it would be around 81,683. Exact figure बता दी मैंने आपको बिल्कुल.
And this salary is for registered nurse, not for enrolled nurse, because that's a
Yes.
completely different scale.
If we talk about the enrolled nurse with 2 year of experience, they can easily get like $35.05 per hour.
Okay. So we spoke about salary, and as we already discussed, the moment you get your PIN, you are eligible to apply for PR. I want to know, after getting PR, is it necessary for a nurse to work as a nurse, or now a nurse is a PR holder, she can work anywhere, wherever she wants?
Uh, there's a catch over here. So if you get a job offer, only then you are able to apply for the PR. If you don't have the job, then you are not able to get you're not able to apply for a PR. So if you get the PR, you can switch your jobs, you can work anywhere. That's the thing. So initially, the main goal is to get a job, and if once you get the job, you can ditch that job and switch your jobs. That's the thing. And the good thing is your spouse will also get the PR at the same time along with your application. Your kids will get the same time, um, get the PR at the same time. So things are quite good for them too.
So once somebody comes on tourist visa, and after that they get their PIN, they get their job, and they can apply for PR. And soon after getting the PR, their family can also apply for PR.
They don't have to apply separately. So primary applicant, when the primary applicant is going to file the PR, they can include their family members in that, and family members even family members are sitting in back in India, they'll still get the PR. That's a good thing. They don't have to come
That's
over here.
Yeah, that's I think that's the greatest perk, because even if you go to any other country, EU country, UK, or wherever you go, it will take a long time for you to get the PR. In Ireland, it's 2 year. In 2 years of time, you will definitely 100% you will get a PR. But in UK, Australia, US, it's a long, long wait. So New Zealand, you will get your PR soon after you apply for a job, and at the same time, your family can apply for PR. So that's a good thing. Now, my last question. I think all my subscribers they would love to know, why did you choose New Zealand over other countries?
So the main reason of choosing New Zealand over the other countries is the weather. लोग कुछ भी बोल दे कि वेदर ऐसा है वैसा है, भाई मेरे को न्यूजीलैंड का वेदर बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. एंड द ब्यूटी, न्यूजीलैंड को लोग वैसे ही बोलते हैं कि टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है. एंड यहाँ पे वेदर की मैंने बताया ना कि वेदर बहुत अच्छा है, तो उसका ये रीजन है कि यहाँ पे बर्फ नहीं पड़ती प्रोबेबली आयरलैंड यूके कनाडा की तरह. यहाँ पे जैसा इंडिया का वेदर रहता है ना, वैसा रहता है. और इतनी धूप भी नहीं होती कि मतलब आप को मतलब कोई प्रॉब्लम हो जाए, तो थिंग्स आर क्वाइट इजी. एंड द थर्ड थिंग इज salary. So it is higher than if you compare it with the UK and Ireland, it's the salary is quite higher. So that's also a plus point. And the last point which attracts me is there is a TT between New Zealand and Australia. So the moment you go to your New Zealand registration, you can easily transfer your New Zealand nursing registration to the Australian registration, and you will become a registered nurse in Australia at the same time, and you don't have to give any OET exam again. You don't have to give any NCLEX exam. That's the beauty of New Zealand nursing registration. So these are the points that attracts me towards the New Zealand.
So I think all the points which you said, Gaurav, are important, and one should consider all these points when you choose to move abroad. But each country has its own pros and cons. So you need to dig in and you need to do your own research to know which country is better for you. So thank you so much, Gaurav, for your time, and thank you so much for all the important information. And again, if you want to know more about New Zealand nursing, I will leave the link of Gaurav's YouTube channel in the description below. Please visit his channel, subscribe to his channel, and show all the love and support. So if you have watched this video until here, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video to somebody who wants to come to New Zealand. Thank you so much, Gaurav.
Thank you so much, Alisha, and it was nice to talk to you. And I hope इस वीडियो की वजह से कुछ लोगों की हेल्प हो गई और उनके जो बहुत सारे डाउट्स थे वो इस वीडियो के थ्रू क्लियर आउट हो गए होंगे. एंड थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, again. And thank you guys for watching.